Hello everyone, it's me Rohit. Today I want to share little about another properties of matter, that is diffusion. What's it? Diffusion. Okay, everyone very active to do the experiments. Today I want to show the two experiments to you. First one, everyone come with me. I want to show this. Here I want to take a bottle filled with water. Okay. Then I want to take a ink. I want to put 2 or 3 drops of ink into this beaker. Everyone observe it. What's actually happening here? Okay, I put here 2 or 3 drops of ink. Okay, everyone notice what's it happen here. You can see the ink is slightly spread into water. It's very gorgeous. You can see this. Okay, well, we can observe after few minutes. What we see here, this ink is spread all over the water in this beaker. Okay, I want to do another experiment, that is, this is incense stick. I want to take the incense stick, 2 or 3 incense stick, and I want to light it. Everyone listen to me, light it. What is the change happen here? Incense stick. This is the incense stick. I want to light this. Okay, you can see. Firstly, it's very difficult to light it. After that, it's very easy to burn it. Okay. Okay, you can see the fumes coming from this incense stick. What is happening here? In incense stick is solid state. After we lighten this incense stick, it will become to gaseous state. Everyone got the fragrance of this? Okay, everyone got the fragrance. In firstly, before lighting the incense stick, we did not get much more fragrance. After lighting the incense stick, we get the correct fragrance of that incense stick. What's happened actually here? In this experiment, the fumes that is become to gaseous state, that is a capacity to spread in our atmosphere or air. What is the reason for that? The intermolecular space in gaseous state is very high. There is a lot of space for sitting the new molecules in between that air molecule. So we can get the smell of this incense stick. Here a kind of mix up between the two gases, atmosphere and the fumes of incense stick. Okay. Here you can see in your first experiment. What is our first experiment? That is here you can see that this water is completely more than 90% of ink is dissolved or spread into water. So, comparing to our second experiment or incense stick experiment, this is the spreading capacity of liquid is low comparing to in gaseous state. Okay, we can do another experiment, that is, we can take iodine crystal in the watch glass and we heat it. What happened? We already studied about that Here, iodine crystal is directly changed to gaseous state. Iodine crystal directly changes into gaseous state. Okay, let us do that experiment. Let us do another experiment. That is, we know that iodine crystal is a substance that is easily converted into gas on heating. Heat a few crystals of iodine in a watch glass. Collect the vapors in a gas jar. Keep another gas jar on the top of it in inverted position. Observe the color of the vapor. Everyone look at this first two gas jar. We can see the bottom side of the gas jar is visible and upper side is not visible. What changes occur in the color of iodine vapors in the lower gas jar? Color of the iodine vapors fade. What about upper gas jar? Color of iodine vapors become visible. What is the reason for this? The vapors of iodine from the lower gas jar enters the upper gas jar. That time the intensity of that violet color is decreases because that is spread both the gas jar. That is means here possible in diffusion. Diffusion is gases is much more than other state. Let me do conclusion of that experiment. 3 experiment. First experiment, ink spread on water. Second one, bond incense stick. We can say that. Third one, iodine crystal is heating. It will become to gaseous state, directly solid from gaseous state. In these examples, we can see only the mixing up with the molecules. In first experiment, ink mixed with the liquid. There is a liquid mixing. In second experiment, the fumes of the incense stick mix in air, that is gaseous and gas mixing there. The third experiment, solid to gas or gas mixing, we can see there. This process is known as diffusion. This process is known as diffusion. Diffusion means the mixing up of liquids to each other or gases to each other. This process is known as, the spontaneous mixing of this molecule is known as diffusion. Is there any relation between the temperature and diffusion? You can feel while we cooking, the smell of that biryani and something fish fry we get very quickly. What is the reason actually? Here, when the temperature is increases, the molecule have a capacity to moving capacity, or molecules fastly mix up. So we can get the smell of that particle. Here, relation between the temperature and the diffusion. When temperature is increases, the diffusion also increases. When temperature increases, the diffusion also increases. Diffusion in our day-to-day life. The smell of the fruit we can experience in our home. The second one, another one, when leak our LPG cylinder, we can identify that there is a diffusion. While we cooking, we get the smell of that food items, that is also the diffusion. Then some vegetables and some decaying process, we can feel that also, that is example for diffusion. I know that you can feel lot of occasions in your home. This is the part of our diffusion. This is another property of a matter. Hope everyone got the idea about that. Thank you.